Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Bobcats going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Being in the early stages of this new season now, Clark, what are some of the things that have stood out so far?
Well, you know, some teams have come right out of the gate and made a statement. Others have taken a little while to get going. But, you know, like I always say, Kevin, it's a long season. You got to stay even-keeled. A lot can change over the course of the length of the season. Boy, great recognition from Collison. That's what good point guards do. Make nice passes.
Shot kicks to Wallace. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Bobcats, Charlotte Bobcats. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Wallace. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Granger. Here's Hibbert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hibbert's got his second bucket of the night.
And the huge, big body of Hibbert helping him make his presence felt inside.
Livingston dishes to Jock. And he drives in. 2 points. That one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Collison. Hibbert with a screen for Collison. Inside. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist by Collison. Hibbert's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Livingston kicks to Wallace. Bridges outside. Back to Wallace. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. And this matchup with the Bobcats, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Livingston with it. The pass to Wallace. Over George. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Collison, the pass to Granger. Hibbert with a screen on Thomas. Tries it from 9. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Rarely involved enough in the offense to draw many fouls. Hibbert to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
He's off on the first.
And, you know, for his size, Hibbert, a surprisingly good free throw shooter.
He's off on the second. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Mavericks. Thomas, good.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. Outside, George, pass to Granger, from the arc. It's rebounded by Jock.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first four.
Down low. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Granger dishes to Collison. Outside, George. Granger outside. Just 5 to shoot. Hibbert with a screen on Thomas. Granger, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Livingston, still yet to score. Outside, George dishes it to Collison. Dunleavy kicks to Granger. And Jock with the block. Wallace the pass to Bridges. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense. No time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Collison. Hibbert with a screen on Thomas. Granger passes to Hibbert, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Boy, you look at Hibbert, when he's in motion like that, rolling off the screen, I think he's much harder to defend.
Livingston dishes to Wallace. Over Joy. Wallace misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Collison. Passes to Granger. Hibbert with a screen on Thomas. 9 feet out, and Roy Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Granger. Granger's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's got decent hands. Actually, his hands are pretty soft. Excellent touch on the shot. Nice job by Hibbert in the catch and shoot there.
Now here's Livingston. Nothing on the board.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Collison kicks to Granger. Hibbert with a screen on Thomas. George against Wallace. George, no good. Bobcats trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Livingston with it. He's against Collison. It's hauled in by George. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Hibbert. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Jock. George against Wallace. And Thomas has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Wallace.
Watch the screen.
Here is Livingston. Over Hibbert. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Dunleavy. Last time 14 points for him. Pass to Hibbert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Veteran move by Hibbert. Sees the defender coming, tries to finish strong.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And the first one at the line is good. The Bobcats making a change here. Diaw's checked in. And Hibbert hits them both. Bobcats trail by 9. Thomas is screen on Hibbert. To the paint. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
For Charlotte, they have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Indiana making a change here. Hansbrough's checked in. A free throw good from Thomas. Here's Collison. No scoring in this one. Passes it to Dunleavy. Now Hibbert. Knocked loose. And the shot goes in. Hibbert's got 16.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Diaw against Hibbert. Thomas passes to Wallace. Back to Thomas. And here's Collison. Outside, George. He dishes it to Dunley. Collison deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Hibbert finds Hansbrough. Thomas with the block. And he gets it back. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Charlotte called for the foul. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The first one falls. Charlotte making some changes. Brown is checked in for Thomas. Jackson comes in for Gerald Wallace. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bridges. Then for the Pacers, Jones comes in for George. And it's Ford in for Mike Dunleavy. Hansbrough hits them both. And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 10. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
For Charlotte, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw.
Boy, just not serviceable at the line, and it is a glaring weakness on the back of Brown's basketball card.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Collison. Scoreless thus far. Hansbrough with the ball. Back to Collison. The high post shot. Here's Hibbert, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Nice job carving out terrific position. You know, Hibbert with the girth. He's got the body now to punish you on the offensive boards.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Charlotte Bobcats. 11-point game. Here is Livingston. 8 points his last outing and stolen by Hibbert. Here's Ford. Bobcats with the rebound.
He thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Pass to Livingston. Over Ford. Livingston, that's good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the left side wing. Augustine against Collison. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 12.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Augustine. Puts up a deep three. And they get it back. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Diaz. Hasn't made one yet. To the inside. And so it looks like the Bobcats will retain possession here.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. Good season for him last year. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. The Bobcats making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Now here is Augustine. And it's Foster with the rebound. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Collison to the middle. And it's Foster finishing it off.
A really capable passer at the point guard position. Collison is solid at finding his teammates.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
There's the pass to Hansbrough. Now, here is Ford. The dish to Foster. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. That's tipped. It's taken away by Wallace. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. Augustine, that's good.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now, here's Collison. He's got 5. Pass to Hansbrough. Knocked away. Pocket 6. Here's Ford. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Pacers lead by 12.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Pacers lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Outside Collison. Over Augustine. On the wing, Granger. Foster is screen on Jackson. Here's Granger. Foster down low. Brown on him.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Jackson misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Granger misses. Cats trail by 10. Augustine up top, defended by Foster. And Augustine kicks to Brown. The feed now to Wallace. Over Ford. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Hansbrough is screen on Wallace. Ford passes to Hansbrough. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. And the Pacers lead by 12. Unfortunately, 2009 first overall pick Blake Griffin missed all of last season with a knee injury.
And thankfully, he is back this year. Griffin is an incredible athlete, already one of the best dunkers in the league. I cannot wait to get a full season of his talent.
Here's Augustine. Releases from the wing and drills it. Augustine's got his second basket of the night.
And Augustine is terrific at nailing shots over the D. Can't shake his concentration.
Pass to Ford. Launches it. Hands it from downtown.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And Augustine kicks to Diaw. Back to Augustine. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding.
East side. East side.
A free throw drops for Augustine.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Thomas checked in for Brown. And it's Bridges in for Steven Jackson. The Pacers also changing it up. Paul George is checked in for Foster. As Dunleavy in for Darren Collison. And he makes all 3.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Ford passes to Granger. Over Thomas. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by Ford. Granger's got 5 points so far.
Ford with a nice setup there.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Diaw. Bridges sets the screen for Diaw to the inside. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Bridges.
And I love how Diaw watches the floor. If a better option presents itself, he is ready to find it.
Now the pass to Ford. Back to George. Granger against Thomas. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Thomas against Granger. Pulls up. They get it back.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Granger against Augustine. Inside. Diaw against Hansbrough. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And he trims the lead to single digits. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, Augustine is a scoring point guard. He's crafty, but he's highly skilled, and he knows how to put the ball in the hole.
Ford passes to Dunleavy. Thomas against Granger. Pass to Dunleavy. Granger outside. Again, Indiana.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Thomas kicks to Wallace. Diaw up top, Hansbrough defender. Diaw dishes to Augustine. It's good. Augustine's got 11.
And I think this is an area where Augustine is deadly. A high percentage mid-range shooter.
Now Ford. He has 5. Granger outside. Over Thomas. Granger misses.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Augustine finds Diaw. Augustine a screen on Granger. Thomas surveying the D. Lots of room. That shot misses.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Granger. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good for mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger. Zagana Jop's checked in for the Bobcats. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. And Danny Granger drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Passes it to Jop. He kicks it to Wallace. Pass to Augustine. Hibbert on the double team. Jop can't make it work.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
4. Going to the line, shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Greg, I know we're still early in this decade, but which franchise do you think is best positioned to own the 2010s?
Obviously, Miami comes to mind first. I mean, Wade, Bosh, and LeBron are all still in their 20s. In the West, OKC has a really strong core in Durant, Harden, and Westbrook.
Ford passes to Granger. Hibbert with the screen. Down low. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
You know, not something we get to see very often. Hibbert lighting up the scoreboard.
The pass to Jop. Dishes to Wallace. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Augustine. Hansbrough's checked in for Indiana. Collison comes in for TJ Ford. Wallace hits 2 free throws. And here's Collison. He's got 5. Pass to Dunleavy. To the paint. Here's Hibbert. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers here for Collison. Some last season stats for him. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Now here's Livingston. Here's the screen to the middle. Jock can't make it work. Pacers leading by 9. George passes to Collison. Passes it to Dunleavy. Clock is at 3. And Jock with the block. Down low. Back to Livingston. Here's Jock. Kicks to Bridges. In the corner, Wallace with it. Here's Livingston. It's good from about 19 feet. Livingston's got his second basket of the game. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. George with the ball. Still scoreless. It's to Dunleavy. Indiana moving it around. Hibbert with the screen for Hansbrough. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Bobcats. They trail by 9 points. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Bobcats have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Livingston dishes to Jock. He kicks it to Bridges. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
For Charlotte, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Charlotte making a switch. Jackson's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Rangers checked in.
One shot.
And Bridges no good on that one. Pacers leading by 5. George up top. Defended by Bridges. Now Collison. He's got 5. Granger inside the line. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And that's 11 points for Danny Granger.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Thomas scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Hibbert with a screen for Granger. And the pass to Hibbert. And Jock with the block. To the wing right side. It's taken away by Collison. George against Jackson.
And George gets off the floor fast to throw that one down. What an athlete.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered by Collison. There's Jackson with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Right side George takes a 3. Kept alive by Indiana. It's deflected. And here's Livingston. Got a piece of it. Collison, the pass to Granger. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jackson down low, defended by George. Fires from the line, and Charlotte again with the bucket. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Bridges. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Granger. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
And that's it for the first half of action to what's been a very close game here. It's the Pacers leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Livingston. He dishes it to Wallace. In the corner, it's Bridges. Thomas kicks to Livingston. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Granger's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas against Collison. Back to Granger. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Granger's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pacers. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Livingston passes to Wallace. He feeds it to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. Now here's Livingston. He's tightly guarded. over Collison. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Livingston.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Now here's Collison. He's covered by Livingston. Carries it from three-point range. Granger's got 6 points in the quarter.
Excellent feed from DC, Darren Collison.
And it's Livingston with the ball for the Charlotte Bobcats. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Wallace slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Collison. He has 5. It's George on the wing. Here's Hibbert. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Back to Wallace. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wallace has got 11.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Indiana leading by 6. Collison, the pass to Hibbert. Back to Collison. Granger kicks to Collison. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Livingston looking for the opening. Here's Wallace, and Hibbert with the block.
And the art of verticality. I mean, Hibbert able to contest shots without breaking the invisible plane between he and the offensive player. As a matter of fact, he may be the very best in the league at doing that.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Bounce pass Livingston. Here's Jupp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Granger against Thomas. Pass to Dunleavy. Granger, a screen on Bridges for 3. Dunleavy. It's good from long range.
And this is what he does. Stretch the floor with deep range. You have to close out hard on Dunleavy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Bobcats trail by 9. Here is Livingston. 6 points for him. Thomas is screen on Collison. Livingston no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's rebounded by Indiana. Collison with it. 5 points in the game. Granger outside. For 3, Dunleavy. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 11.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Checking out the numbers for Granger. Great showing for him last season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Here's Livingston. He's covered by Collison. Passes it to Chuck. The dish to Wallace. Bridges passes to Livingston. Just 4 to shoot. Over Collison. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Bridges passes to Wallace. Over George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
And he makes the first. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Now Collison. He's got 5. Hibbert up top. Out to the wing. Feeds to George. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 8.
And George looking to score inside whenever it presents itself. I like how this man attacks the game.
Pass to Jock. Dishes it to Wallace. Bridges with it. And Thomas has it in the corner. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 to shoot. Wallace kicks to Bridges. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got 8 rebounds in this game. George dishes to Dunley. The feed to Hibbert.
First in opponent points per game, and they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. They did not give up a lot of easy looks on that side.
Their defense, as you said, was sensational last season. Opponents could not figure out a way to put up big numbers against them. He misses the free throw. Jackson, he's checked in for the Bobcats. In Indiana with the change here, too, Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Danny Granger. And the second free throw, good. Bobcats trail by 14. And here's Livingston. 6 points for him. Count it, good. 8 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
George passes to Dunleavy. Hibbert with the screen on Bridges. Inside. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Dunleavy. Dunleavy's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Livingston. 8 points for him. Outside Jackson. From deep. Shot. It's good on the putback.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. And shot on the way. Here's Hibbert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Back to Bridges. Over in the corner, Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Thomas. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 14. Dunleavy dishes to Collison. The pass to Hibbert. And here's George for 3. Drills it from outside. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Outside for Thomas. Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. Knocks it loose. And Hibbert with the block. Now here's Collison. He's covered by Livingston. Hibbert with it. He has 29. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Well, he's not the quickest leaper. He actually doesn't leap that well at all, but Hibbert still can power his way to the rim.
Here's Livingston. 8 points for him. Outside Jackson. It's off the run. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 8th assist here tonight. Pacers leading by 16.
2 minutes remaining in the period. 2 minutes.
Collison the pass to Dunleavy. Outside Collison. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Collison. It's rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside, Thomas. And the jam by Tyrus Thomas.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Outside Collison. It's up a 3. Here's Hibbert. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
Hibbert at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That one is off.
And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bobcats. Boris Diaz checked in for Jock. Wallace comes in for Thomas. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bridges. The Pacers also changing it up. Danny Granger is checked in for Paul George. Jones comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Ford in for Darren Collison. outside Jackson. Diaz sets the pick for Jackson. Into the lane. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Granger's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Chalk up 2 there. Hibbert's got 34.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Passes to Livingston. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. And yes, it's good.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Now Ford, he has 6. 11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's to Hibbert, shot clock at 5, kicks it to Jones. Granger inside the line. No good that time. And so it's Indiana finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Indiana leading by 15. There's the pass to Hansbrough. Indiana moving the ball around. And Brown over to help. Here's Foster. Count that bucket.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Charlotte. Wallace outside. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Jackson against Granger. And here's Hansbrough. Granger outside. Oh, through the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on Jackson.
At the line for the Pacers, Granger taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger. Good on the second free throw. Nails the third. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Augustine against Ford. Wallace right side. It's Jackson atop the key. Lets it go from deep. That shot's up. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Pacers leading by 18. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Ford. Just 5 on the clock. Granger misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
From 10 feet out, again, the Bobcats score.
Dial's shot selection, really superb. He concentrates on only looking for high percentage jumpers.
Pass to Foster. Granger against Jackson. Here's Ford. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Pacers lead by 19.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Wallace. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Bobcats, Charlotte Bobcats. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Sagana Jop's checked in for Kwame Brown. In Indiana with a change here too. Hibbert's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Indiana leading by 18. Ford up top, led by Augustine. Ford kicks to Hansbrough. Now, here is Ford. Hibbert with a screen on Augustine. Fires at the elbow. Again, Indiana.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bobcats. Pass to Dial. And this summer, Greg, a lot of big-name free agents moving around.
And, Kevin, we saw the Knicks make a big move for Amari Stoudemire and Carlos Boozer going to the Bulls. So some musical chairs at that power forward spot.
To the left wing. Down low. Dial with the steal. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Showing off those point forward skills. Dial is such a selfless and creative player.
Granger outside. They double him with Wallace. Jones from outside. Kept alive. Here's Hibbert. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And a chance to check out the Bobcats' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. And then on Wednesday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
On the basket by Jones.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Dial, the pass to Chuck. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Ford dishes to Hansbrough. Jackson against Granger. Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Wallace outside. It's stolen by Jones. To the paint. And T.J. Ford, the bucket on the assist by Jones. Ford's got 7 points here in this quarter. Bobcats trail by 20. And there's the pass to Dial. Since Michael Jordan's final three-peat with the Bulls, GA, Western Conference teams have won 9 of the last 12 NBA titles.
And since MJ retired in 1998, the 2 best players have been Kobe and Duncan, both in the West, the Spurs and Lakers winning all 9 of those titles.
Jop can't make it work. Indiana leading by 20. Ford with the ball to the middle. Here's Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Augustine finds Diaw. On the clock. Augustine from outside. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Hansbrough. Jones kicks to Hansbrough. Passes it to Granger. They double him with Wallace. Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the Bobcats call time here. Some changes for Charlotte. Thomas checked in for Diaw. Bridges comes in for Steven Jackson. And it's Livingston in for Augustine. The Pacers also changing it up. Paul George comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Collison in for Jones. Out to the right wing. Jop passes to Thomas. Inside. And that one's good. Jop.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. He kicks to Granger. And Thomas over to help. Collison the pass to Granger. Here's the 3. Here's Hibbert. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Hibbert's got 40 points.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Livingston dishes to Wallace. And a lot of head coaching changes, Greg, coming into this season. In all, 8 teams with the new voice in charge.
And last year, a lot of turnover as well. By the end of the season, it wouldn't surprise me, Kevin, to see those changes extend to over half the league's teams. It's part of the job.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Livingston. He's covered by Collison. Livingston passes to Jop. Outside for Thomas. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Livingston. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Now here's Collison. He's covered by Livingston. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul. Shooting for Indiana, 4. Taking 3 shots.
Three shots.
Free throw good. Ford. So Clark, the topic of the NBA this year. How good will this Miami Heat trio of LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh be, in your opinion?
Well, you know, it'll be interesting. During that infamous introductory press conference, Kevin, there was talk of multiple championships. And to me, that is what the goal should be. This trio is certainly good enough to make it happen.
And he sinks the second.
They're shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding the lead late.
And he makes all three. Bobcats have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down from in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12 to the paint. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Price is checked in for James Posey. On the free throw, no good. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Price kicks to Hansbrough. Back to Price. Pass to Ford. Pulls it from the elbow. To the right side. Price outside. The pass to Jones. And here is Ford. Pass to Hansbrough. Now Jones. 5 to shoot. Kicks to Hansbrough. Price, the pass to Jones. Good on the triple. Jones has got 7 points here in this quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Jop passes to Bridges. With the teardrop. And it's Ford with the rebound. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And the NBA embracing the global audience, GA. Preseason games in London, Paris, Mexico City, and Beijing. I'm wondering, did you attend any of those games?
You know, Kevin, no, but I did play in Mexico City in '93 with the Knicks, and we had over 20,000 fans in attendance, and we got the win, but had to fly out to face the Spurs, so not too much time for sightseeing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win
for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Roy Hibbert.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Right wing, it's taken away by Wallace. Tries the spin move. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Indiana ball. Pacers substitution, number 67, Roy Stevens.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Ford. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time